Good evening and welcome into the Manchester Basketball Centre here in Whalley Range. We've got some Division 1 action for you today as the Manchester Mystics host the City of Birmingham Rockets. My name's Kaz Bullock and we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off in what is sure to be a must-see game between these two teams. It's always a good one between Birmingham and Manchester, and today's sure to be no different. So the Mystics, in fact both teams playing their first season in Division 1 after having been promoted from Division 2 last season. The Mystics currently sat at 5 and 6 in 7th place. They last played just before Christmas against Kohler. Had a huge win there, 57-41, where they were led by Rahana Khalil, who had 20 points and 9 rebounds, shooting 4 of 4 from 3-point range. And Irina Boado continues to have an impressive debut season in Division 1, 13 points, 4 rebounds and 3 assists for her. And Birmingham, they last played against Anglia Ruskin University. That was a 6-point loss, 48-42. They've had some very close losses of Birmingham, and they were led by Michelle Turner in that one at 10 points, 7 rebounds and 3 steals. And Nuri Saidaga, 7 points and 11 rebounds. A new signing on the Birmingham squad is Saidaga. She has been big for Birmingham this season, previously playing for the Worcester Wolves. So we're just getting ready for the two teams to take the court. Starting for the Manchester Mystics, it will be Ellie Costa, Irina Boado, Nat Furtado, Rahana Khalil and Remi Idowu. And for Birmingham, it will be Michelle Turner, Nuri Saidaga, Katerina Seixas, Enki Pashaj and Millie Harrison. So Birmingham at 2 and 8 in the standings, having made it to the Division 2 playoff final against the Sheffield Hatters last season. And both teams had a really strong showing in Division 2 last year, making it up to Division 1 this season. So ball is up and we're underway. It's Birmingham with the first possession. Harrison inside, too strong off the glass, gets her own rebound. Tapped out into the hands of Turner, whose 3 is up and no good. As Idowu finds some space, hands it over to Costa. Left-handed layups too strong. Birmingham get another chance. Seixas out to Turner, thought about the shot, passes it into the corner. Turner with a deep 3, hits it, knocks that one down all the way from Birmingham. And that's 3 points to get the Rockets on the board for the game. And pass is picked off there by Turner. Over to Saidaga, hands it off, nice pass inside to Harrison. Can't get that one to drop. But Birmingham coming out strong here in the first quarter. Furtado driving to the basket, powers away through, puts it in for the Mystics. Turner thought about the shot. She can hit from there. Out to Seixas. She's got a Boado on her. Seixas tries a 3. Doesn't fall, and Idowu with the rebound for the Mystics. Khalil to Furtado in the corner. Idowu driving to the hoop. She's got 2 players on her. Shot doesn't go, and you see there Millie Harrison standing her ground, playing some strong defense, putting off the shot. Bowido gets a hand on that one, but it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Rockets. Saidaga with a long two. Doesn't fall. Khalil coming up the court. Stepping through to the basket, lays it in. And Rahana Khalil with that huge game against Kohler. Gets a hand on that, nearly knocks it away, but Birmingham save it. Nice handoff to Harrison underneath the basket, who puts it in. And it's a 1-point Birmingham lead. Costa finds some space, kicks it out. Bowido driving, spins out, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Costa for the long three, who hits it. And the Mystics go up by 2. And Ellie Costa with a big bucket for Manchester. Averaging 7.5 points per game, along with 3 rebounds, 1.3 assists so far this season. Also leading the WNBL team in points per game with 14.3. Alongside playing the under-18, she's playing a lot of basketball this season. And it's great to see her on this D1 squad. Bouchard over to Turner. Saidaga looking for some help, out to Turner. Puts up the 3, doesn't go. Costa over to Khalil. Nice pass inside, and Costa high off the glass, finishes underneath. Great pass there from Rahana Khalil, leading the team in assists per game. Just the awareness and court vision she has. As Harrison saves it in. And that is going to be a foul called on Rahana Khalil. Stepping into the line, a blocking foul as we have a substitution. And Ellie Pierpoint and Grace Brownell checking in for Katerina Seixas. And Grace Brownell will not check in at the moment. So Ellie Pierpoint into the game. Charge shoots 2. First one doesn't go. Pashaj in her second season for the City of Birmingham Rockets. Was part of that Division 2 team that made the final against Sheffield last year. The shot doesn't go, but an offensive board for the Rockets. It's Turner with the crossover, swings it round to Pashaj, and she draws the foul against, I think that's on Idowu. It will be end-line ball. And we do see now Grace Brownell checking in. Enki Pashaj heading to the bench. A 9-5 Mystics lead, just over 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Turner turns, fires the 3, doesn't go. Furtado with a hook shot over 2 Rockets players, can't get it to fall, but it's knocked out of bounds and the Mystics will get the ball back. Khalil with the short jumper, nets it. Saidaga driving against Khalil, working inside. Ball's out of bounds. There's some good defense there from Rahana Khalil. You see her just standing her ground, making Saidaga have to move around her. Forces the ball out of bounds. Brownell, nice pass inside. And Saidaga draws the foul, and the Mystics on 4 team fouls with 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. So And that will be the second foul on Irina Bozo, so she will head to the bench along with Remi Idowu. And Success Odunwingie and Hannah Alty checking it into the game for Manchester. First free throw doesn't drop. Second one, no good. And a nice bit of boxing out there from Hannah Alty. And as the ball goes the way of the Mystics. Six-point Manchester lead. Odunwingie ran to Alty. Nearly had that one knocked away, and Khalil with the short jumper gets that to go. Rahana Khalil racking up the points here for Manchester in the first quarter. Turner looking to answer. Into Harrison. Out to Pierpoint. Three doesn't go. Odunwingie going all the way to the basket, off the glass, gets it to roll. Birmingham will have a timeout as Manchester take a 10-point lead here in the first quarter, 15-5. They have been led by 6 points from Rahana Khalil, shooting 3 of 3 from the field. She's got 4 rebounds to go along with that as well. And Ellie Costa, 5 points and a rebound. And for Birmingham, it's Michelle Turner with that 3-pointer early on in the first. And Nuri Saidaga with 3 rebounds. So these two teams have met up twice before this season, once in the league and once in the National Cup. So the opening game of the season, Manchester travelled to Birmingham and they won that one at 66-57. And Irina Bodo and Karina Costa dropping 17 points each in their debuts in D1. And then in the National Cup a few weeks later in November, Birmingham took that one 68-57 behind a huge 30-point third quarter from them. So they're facing off yet again, and they had some exciting battles last season in Division 2. Always two exciting teams to watch, and Birmingham are really building the foundations of the club, really developing players. They've got a lot of exciting young players coming through. Pass inside, nice handoff there. Seixas turns and fires, can't get the shot to go, and Alty grabs the rebound. Odunwingie to Furtado. Furtado going all the way to the basket, gets the foul call. And that's the first team foul on Birmingham this quarter. So he's going to send Nat Furtado to the line. Hits the first free throw. Nat Furtado averaging 5.3 points per game, 3.3 rebounds. She's 10th in Division 1 in 3-point percentage, as the second shot doesn't go. Very experienced player, having played for the WNBL. Manchester Mystics, played in Division 2, come up through the Mystics Academy. As Birmingham can't get that 3 to go. And Costa to Furtado in the corner, she's going to settle things down. Khalil to Costa for 3. It's good! Ellie Costa with another big 3 for the Mystics. Saidaga driving baseline, it's knocked out there. Good hands by Costa. Chase down the ball in time, knocks it down, and it's going to be end line Birmingham ball. Mulgrave looking for the inbound. Seixas jump ball as Ellie Costa gets involved in that one. Gets a hand on it. .3:45 to play here in the first quarter. 14-point Mystics lead. Furtado over to Odin Wingy. Nice floater inside, too strong off the glass, but Alti's there for the rebound. Khalil in the corner, turns, fires the three, doesn't get it to go, but Alti with another offensive board for Manchester. Shot's no good, but Odin Wingy fighting for the rebound, and that will be a jump ball going the way of Birmingham. So checking in for Birmingham will be Priscilla Okra and Danielle Wallace, two players on the under-18 squad. Also played in that final against the Sheffield Hatters. Priscilla Okra as well in that final, making a real impression. Had 8 points on 4 of 5 shooting, 5 rebounds and a block in just 13 minutes of play. As she draws the foul on that possession, and it's going to send her to the free throw line. As Karina Costa checks in for her sister Ellie for the first time. And Priscilla Okra, a very exciting young player to watch, a great inside presence, fantastic footwork underneath the basket. Just a very exciting player to watch, and when you see players like her at such a young age, it's exciting to see how they're going to develop, follow their careers as they go through the leagues in this country. That free throw is good, so Okra onto the board as Odin Wingy comes powering down the court. Furtado's underneath the basket, can't finish, so Odin Wingy chases down the rebound, can't put it back in herself, but the hustle there from Success Odin Wingy. Seixas with the short jumper, that's good. Furtado to Khalil. Gets it back. Out to Furtado for a long three. That's too strong. Tapped into the hands of Odin Wingy underneath the basket. Puts it in. Tough move there from Success Odin Wingy. Increases the Mystics lead. Pier point. That doesn't go, and Furtado is doubled in the corner as she gets it over to Khalil. Khalil's just going to reset things for Manchester. Back to Furtado. And Alti with a long two. Doesn't go. And Khalil steals it away and just scoops it back in off the glass. And Rahana Khalil leading the Mystics in scoring today. 8 points for her as the ball is knocked out, but it will stay with Birmingham. And a real run here from Manchester as we see Turner and Saidaga checking back in. And Holly Bryan into the game for the first time for Manchester. And Remi Idowu back in. Seixas at the line for two. Shooting just under 63% from the line so far this season. Playing in her second season with the Birmingham Rockets. The second free throw is good. And that's picked off. Seixas kicks it out. That three's too strong for Saidaga, but the rebound there and the putback, and it's Okra putting in work underneath the basket. Costa Her pass is knocked out by Turner, so the Mystics will get the ball back, and good hands there from Michelle Turner, slowing down the fast break, causing Manchester to have to reset as we have a timeout. So with 1:10 left in the first quarter, it is a 23-11 Manchester lead. Rahana Khalil leading all scorers with 8 points and 4 rebounds. And Priscilla Okra making an impact as soon as she comes into the game. 3 points for her, along with a rebound. And working hard under the basket. And Okra, one of the taller players on the court for the Birmingham Rockets team. You think Birmingham might try and take advantage of that inside. You've got that battle down low with Hannah Alty and Remi Idowu for the Mystics. Playing inside, and Priscilla Okra and Millie Harrison kind of matching up height-wise there. So for the Manchester Mystics, their next game will be away at Bristol on Saturday, January the 13th, before they are back home against Solent on Sunday the 28th. So if you're in the Manchester or Bristol areas, get down, check out both of these teams in Division 1. Lots of talent on the court, lots of great young players as well. And get out and support these teams. But back on court now, 1:10 to play. And it is Mystics ball. Bryant looking to inbound, does to Idowu underneath the basket, hangs in the air and drops it in. Seixas drives, her shot doesn't fall, but it's picked off there by Okra, going against 2 Mystics players, and the foul is called. Again, good D there from Hannah Alty. And Holly Bryant just standing in the way, essentially, stopping Okra from getting the shot off that she wants. Bryant over to Alty. Odemwingie driving the baseline, comes up against Okra, she's double teamed. And travel called there, and then Priscilla Okra at the other end, doing exactly what the Mystics did. And that's a great way to respond for the young player. And you see just the pressure she puts on. Standing in the right place underneath the basket makes it really difficult to try and get past her. As Sai Dagger draws the foul. And that is going to be on Holly Bryan. That's her first, so that sends Birmingham back to the line, and the first free throw is good. Sidegger, having previously played for the Worcester Wolves in Division 1, played at Birmingham at the under-18 level, made the move back to Birmingham this season. She goes 1 of 2 from the line. 16 seconds to go in the first. Mystics can hold to the last possession. Idowu spins, turns, gets it to go. Two seconds. Long three is up, and very close. Off the front of the rim for Seixas, but no good. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Manchester 27, City of Birmingham Rockets 12. And Manchester coming out to a great start here in the new year. Rahana Khalil with 8 points, shooting 4 of 5 from the field, grabbing 4 rebounds and dishing out a couple of assists as well. Continuing her really strong form so far this season in Division 1. A very, very experienced player, having played with the Stockport Lapwings, previously part of that National Cup winning team where they beat the Division 1 Solent Kestrels. If you haven't watched it, I would urge you to go and watch it. It's on the Basketball England YouTube channel. It is one of the best games of basketball you will watch. Just a real exciting game, and it's just an absolutely fantastic one. Go and watch it if you've not seen it. And Rahana Khalil leading the team in assists per game, 6th in the league in 3-point percentage. Just a great, great player. Spends a lot of her time coaching here at the Manchester Basketball Centre, inspiring the next generation of players. and teaching them how to take charges, I expect, because that's something she does very, very well. And for Birmingham, Michelle Turner, Priscilla Okra and Katerina Seixas all on 3 points apiece. And Katerina Seixas dishing out 3 assists as well to go along with that. So as teams get ready to come back on court, Birmingham will next be back in action next Saturday on the 13th. They are at home to the Brent Bulls. And if you've not been to a game in Birmingham, make sure to check them out if you're in the area. They've got a fantastic centre, fantastic setup. It's a great organisation. As we're back underway for the second quarter. It's Mystics ball to start things off. Costa out to Brian in the corner. Thought about the 3, drives the baseline, swings it out, and a bit of a miscommunication on the pass. As Birmingham will get the ball back. Charge, and there's a foul called there. And that'll be on Costa, that's her first. Charge, the inbound, looking to dragging it in, over to Side Dagger. It looks like she's trying to get it to Turner, but Side Dagger turns, can't get that to go, but gets her own rebound. Out to Brownell with the short jumper, no good, and tipped there from Harrison. Unfortunately for Birmingham, into the hands of a Bodo. But Millie Harrison always does a great job tipping those rebounds, getting into position under the basket. A really valuable player as Costa's shot doesn't go. And Birmingham with a chance to cut into this lead. Brownell, pass out. And the Mystics will get the ball back. Karina Costa to Idowu. Hands it off to Brian. Back out to Costa. Drives inside with the long 2. Doesn't go. Aboado's there for the rebound. Can't put it back in, but she gets the foul call. And that will send Irene Aboado to the line. And Irene Aboado leading the Mystics team in scoring this season. 11.8 points per game. 4.8 rebounds for her. Has 2.4 steals per game. And again, another player playing in the under-18 squad. The Mystics under-18 squad will be playing in the National Cup in the junior finals on Saturday the 20th. As that's stolen away, and Costa loses that, and it's out of bounds, so Birmingham will get the ball back. Turner with a long 3 just off the front of the rim. Defensive board for Birmingham. Brownell finds some space, drives, and it's Costa that comes up with it. Idowu hands it off to Brian. Costa in the corner, steps through, tough move, and draws the foul, so Karina Costa heading to the line. We'll have a substitution for Birmingham as Ellie Pierpoint checks in. Grace Brownell headed to the bench. Karina Costa shooting just under 64% from the free throw line this season. It's the first, takes the Mystics to 30. Second free throw, gets the friendly roll. 2 of 2 from the line for Costa. Bashaj draws the foul. That's going to be the second on Karina Costa. She's going to take a seat as her sister Ellie checks in. Turner looking for some space. Kicks it out to Pierpoint. Drive into the basket, runs into Idowu and Bryan. And again, just that pressure inside from Remi Idowu and Holly Bryan. Putting off the shot, forcing the Rockets to reset. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Turner, catch and shoot. Doesn't get that to go. Aboado underneath the basket, lays it in. And that takes her to 4 points along with her 4 rebounds in the game. Turner working against Aboado. Round to Pierpoint. Pierpoint for 3. That's too strong. And again, Harrison inside, just tipping the ball into the hands of her teammate as Bashaj works against Bryan. And that pass just a bit too strong as it's Idowu that comes up with it. Costa's ahead, but it's Aboado driving to the basket. Ball is out of bounds, but stays with the Mystics. We've got 6:54 to play in the second quarter. As Bryan looking to inbound. Long pass over to Holly Bryan. Ellie Costa drives, left-handed layup, doesn't go. And that's out of bounds. Rockets ball. Danielle Wallace checking in for the Rockets, and Enki Bashaj takes a seat. Side dagger, Holly Bryan picks it away. Wallace chasing her down, and Bryan too strong off the glass. There's a foul underneath the basket as Rohana Khalil comes into the game. That's the first foul on side dagger for the Rockets. So it's Mystics ball. Aboado spins out to Khalil. Costa with the 3. No good, and it's chased down by Aboado. Fresh 14 for the Mystics. Aboado stepping inside, floater too strong off the glass. Some good looks there from the Mystics on that possession as Khalil comes up with the steal. And Pierpoint nearly gets it back, but Khalil will control it. Costa over to Bryan. Bryan with the floater. That's no good. Gets her own rebound. And Costa in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. Ellie Costa getting in on 3-point action for Manchester. The ball is out. That'll be a turnover, Birmingham. So we have a timeout called. So with 5:24 to play here in the first half, Manchester have a 35-12 lead over the City of Birmingham Rockets. Ellie Costa leading all scorers with 10 points, hitting 2 threes. Got a couple of rebounds and an assist to go along with that. And Rahana Khalil, 8 points and 4 rebounds for her. And Irene Aboado, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal. And for Birmingham, it is Michelle Turner, Katerina Seixas and Priscilla Okra on 3 points each. With Nuri Saidaga added in 5 rebounds. Along with that, a couple of offensive rebounds for her as well. And that's been a key point for the Rockets. They've done a good job trying to get those offensive boards. Just edging out the Mystics, 11-10 offensive rebounding. And actually, but the Mystics able to capitalise on those second chance points with 11. So Birmingham's just 2. So teams back on the court. It will be Manchester ball. If you're Birmingham here, you just need to chip it into this lead going into half time. Have a run. Got to take it possession by possession as Abodo. Nice handoff to Idowu underneath the basket. Turner for 3. That's too strong. Isha Naya into the game for the first time for Manchester. Grabs that rebound. And Rahana Khalil sets things up. Ellie Costa. Abodo stepping through. Out to Costa. Costa steps back. 3's up. Too strong, but Khalil's there for the rebound. Working inside. Ball's out of bounds, so the Manchester get it back. "12 seconds on the shot clock. Khalil into Abodo. Abodo's fouled underneath the basket. She's going to go back to the free throw line. So Birmingham will put Katerina Seixas and Priscilla Okra back into the game. Millie Harrison and Nuri Saidaga heading to the bench. First free throw's no good for Abodo. Second is. Takes it to 5 points. Pier point. Out to Turner. Bodo nearly stole it away. 3 doesn't drop. Chased down by Seixas, but can't quite get there in time. And Hannah Alty back into the game. Remy Idowu to the bench. Bodo over to Naya, round to Costa in the corner, hands it off to Khalil, and some ball movement here from the Mystics is working really well as Abodo's 3 doesn't go and Alty will just step out of bounds as she tries to save that one in. Pashaj and Saidaga back into the game for Birmingham. Michelle Turner and Ellie Pierpoint subbing out. Mulgrave backing down Naya, trying to find some space. Scoop layup, doesn't go, it's saved by Okra. Turns, fires off the glass, too strong. Gets the offensive rebound and Priscilla Okra puts it back in underneath the basket. And she is working so hard under there. As Khalil's pass is stolen away, Bashard racing down the court, 2-on-2, runs into Hannah Alty. And that is a blocking foul called on Alty. So that is going to send Pashaj to the line for 2. And I think ref's just discussing something with Coach Rob Fairley from the Mystics. Ref Inga Spankovic. Yep, 2 shots to come for Pashaj. As the first one is short. Second doesn't roll, but Mulgrave grabs the rebound, tries to put it back in but can't. But a great play there from Sarah Mulgrave. Unfortunate not to finish as Abodo passes over to Khalil, who somehow flings it up and it goes in. And that is assist number 5 for Irene Abodo, as Rahana Khalil has 10 points. Mulgrave kicks it down, swings it round. Seisha's shot doesn't go, and Alti with the rebound over to Costa, to Khalil, and a nice handoff there to Abodo, who puts it in off the glass. Irene Abodo has 7 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Could we be looking at a triple-double in the game? It's only the first half, as Okra, her shot doesn't go. Alti fighting for the rebound, and again it's Priscilla Okra in the right place at the right time, underneath the basket, able to get those offensive rebounds. So it's Mystics ball. A bit of confusion over some substitutions coming in, but we will see Irina Bodo head to the bench for a well-deserved rest. And Grace Tuck into the game for the first time for Manchester, as Millie Harrison is back in for the Rockets. And we have it will be, oh, there's a foul, so Alti will be shooting 2. And that first shot is short. Hannah Alti, such a leader of this team, having played with the Division 2 squad, come up through the Mystics. Assistant coach of the under 18 Mystics, under 16 Mystics. Just a real experienced player, and alongside Rahana Khalil as well, 2 just brilliant veterans for younger players on this squad to learn from. Just under 2:30 to play here in the first half. Seychelles over to Harrison, out to Mulgrave, her 3's up, no good. It's Okra for the rebound, working against Alti, powers away inside, doesn't get that to go. Some good D again, Hannah Alti really pressuring inside. Tuck over to Costa, Mulgrave gets a hand on it, but it stays with the Mystics. Nice kind of defensive pressure that Sarah Mulgrave puts on. Just works hard off the ball, taps the ball out of bounds. It might always not result in a steal, but it's going to make life difficult for her opponent. As Khalil keeps that alive, swings it round to Costa. Her 3's up and 2 strong. Mulgrave going all the way to the basket and gets it to go. And that's well deserved from Sarah Mulgrave, working hard to get those points. Tuck for 3. The charge for the Rockets. Kicks it out. Seychelles backs it out. And Mulgrave with 8 seconds on the clock is fouled. And I'd like to see Pashaj take that one to the hoop there. She kicked it out. Seychelles did have a good look, but Pashaj just a really quick player. And she can finish inside. Seychelles over to Mulgrave. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Mulgrave turns and fires a three. Doesn't go. Wallace is there for the rebound and puts it back in. And Wallace gets her first points of the game. Again, one of the players on the under-18 squad. Played the junior Final Fours with the under-18s last season. Seychelles three doesn't go. It's Mulgrave for the rebound again. She's doing such a good job on the board. Mulgrave round to Wallace. Wallace for three. No good. Tipped into the hands of Seychelles. How she managed to get that one in between a towering set of her own teammates and Mystics players. As we've got a timeout called. So 42-18 here with 30.2 seconds to go in the first half. And Birmingham, having gone on a bit of a run the last few minutes, able to get some points on the board after struggling a little bit earlier on in the first quarter. And it's Priscilla Ocker with 5 points and 6 rebounds, leading the way for the Rockets in just 7 minutes of play. Michelle Turner, Katerina Seychelles on 3 points each. And for the Manchester Mystics, Ellie Costa and Rahana Khalil both on 10 points, and Irina Bodo 7 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists in the game so far. Teams coming back out on court. And it will be Katerina Seychelles at the line for 2. First is good. Second also good. Rockets picking up here. Alti nearly has it stolen away. Khalil back to Alti. Neo with the long two. That's no good. Harrison gets it over to Mulgrave, and Rockets can call for the last shot of the quarter here with 10 seconds to go. Mulgrave into the hands of Naya. 8 seconds, she's got Tuck up ahead of her. Tuck driving to the basket. Oh, in and out. So unlucky for that one not to drop for Grace Tuck. And at the end of the first half, the Mystics have a 42-20 lead over the City of Birmingham Rockets. Oh no, sorry, they're putting some time back on the clock. We've got 0.2 seconds on the clock. So we'll just chance for an inbound. I don't think that is time to get a shot off. But it is Mystics ball with 0.2 on the clock. Khalil into Alti. And the clock didn't start there, but that is the end of the first half. So the Mystics with a 22-point lead, having been led by Ellie Costa and Rahana Khalil. 10 points each from them. Rahana Khalil also adding in 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And Irina Bodo, as I mentioned before, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. A really strong performance from her in just 11 minutes of play. And for the Birmingham Rockets, it is Priscilla Okra coming in off the bench with 5 points and 6 rebounds and a steal, making a real impact for the team. And Katerina Seychelles also on 5 points, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. So we're going to take a quick break for half time, and we'll be back with you in around 10 minutes time. So make sure to join us then. Welcome back to the Manchester Basketball Centre here in Whalley Range. We're about to get ready for the third quarter between the Manchester Mystics and the City of Birmingham Rockets. Manchester currently with a 42-20 lead over Birmingham. They've been led by 10 points each from Ellie Costa and Rahana Khalil. Rahana Khalil adding in 7 rebounds as well. And for the City of Birmingham Rockets, Katerina Seixas and Priscilla Okra with 5 points each, and it will be a Birmingham ball to start things off in this second half as Harrison hands it over to Turner. Thought about the three but drives and side dagger with a tough move, doesn't get that to fall, but Harrison is there for the rebound. Khalil jumps in and it's a jump ball going the way of Manchester. Millie Harrison with 3 rebounds in the game so far, but she's done a lot of work that you don't see on the stat sheet. She tips the ball into her teammates' hands, gets into good positions. Things that you don't always see it reflected on the stat sheet. I'd like to see a stat for tipped rebounds. Hannah Shaw is the master of it in the WBBL for the Manchester Giants. Tipped rebounds and actual rebounds. As Khalil inbounds over to Furtado. Costa keeps control, gives it to Khalil, and Idowu underneath the basket working against Harrison. Shot's no good, and you see there Harrison's presence as Ibodo kicks it out to Costa. Her 3 doesn't go, and Harrison with the rebound. Pashaj draws the foul as she drives to the basket. Yes, she looks like she's okay. It's a bit of a hard fall, but that will send her to the line for 2. Inky Pashaj in her 2nd season with Birmingham brings a real defensive energy to the team. So first free throw's good. Second is good as well, and that gets her onto the board for today's game, and a good start to open the third quarter for Birmingham. Furtado to Khalil. Abodo, her pass is picked off and it's Bashaj that comes up with it. Going against Furtado, and Furtado steps in, takes the charge. Ball goes back the other way with Birmingham. Nat Furtado putting her body on the line, stepping into the line of fire, as we will have a timeout. So the Mystics next back in action against Bristol, away on Saturday, January the 13th, before playing at home against Solent on the 28th at 5:30 p.m. If you're in the area, come down, check it out. Come down to the Manchester Basketball Centre. Come and support the team. And City of Birmingham Rockets will host Brent Bulls next Saturday as well on the 13th of January. Again, lots and lots of talent in Division 1 to support. Get down and see these players, and just a lot of talent across the country in all the leagues that we've got here. Division 1, Division 2 in the WBBL, the under-18s leagues, under-16s leagues. We have the Junior Sure Shot National Cup on January the 20th at the National Basketball Performance Centre. The under-18 Mystics will be taking on the City of London Academy. And a lot of the under-18 players on that squad are in this Mystics Division 1 squad. Irina Bodo, Ellie and Karina Costa, Success Odemwingie, Daisy Bryan. A lot of these players, they play so much basketball across the week in so many different leagues, as Furtado is looking for some help as the clock runs down to 7 seconds into the hands of Khalil. Idowu working against Harrison, hands it out. Furtado at the buzzer, that's no good. Some good defense there from Birmingham coming out of that timeout, and that is what you want to see. Your coach Ryan Emery And Enki Pashaj drops in another 2 for Birmingham. She's got 4 here in the third quarter. Birmingham nearly coming up with the steal, but it's Costa puts up the 3 and nothing but net on that one. As Ellie Costa increases the Mystics' lead and leads all scorers with 13 points. Turner looking to get it in. Satius, long 3. That's good! Hits that all the way from the bull ring in Birmingham. Really good start here for the third quarter for the Rockets. Obodo's pass is nearly knocked out. And Furtado driving to the basket, off the glass, banks it in. And we just got a whistle on the floor. As ref Inga Spankovic just discussing something with Ryan Emery on the sideline. Back underway, it's Rockets ball. Charge to Satius. Khalil steals it away. Saidaga chasing it down, hands it over to Obodo, who lays it in. And that takes Irene Obodo to 9 points. Millie Harrison alone underneath the basket at the other end puts it in for the Rockets. And Irene Obodo, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. We are on triple-double watch. Costa round to Khalil. Khalil for 3. Doesn't fall. And it's Harrison with another rebound for the Rockets. Turner. Saidaga. Out, long 3. No good that time for Satius. Costa finds some space. Drops that one in. Euro steps away to the basket. And gets the tough finish. Saidaga is bumped on that play. That's going to be a foul on Idowu. Will be sideline ball for the Rockets as Danielle Wallace and Grace Brownell come into the game. Katerina Satius and Enki Pashaj heading to the bench. Enki Pashaj having a great third quarter, proving a real spark for the Rockets. A quick 4 points to get things started. Turner thought about the 3. Long 2's up. Too strong. Obodo with her 8th rebound of the game. Passes over to Costa. Scoop layup doesn't go. Obodo gets the rebound and he's fouled on the putback, so that is going to send her to the line. And Irene Obodo, just such an exciting young player, works so hard. Just 15 years old, playing for the under-18 squad. She had a huge season last year as the MVP of the Aspire Under-15 tournament for North, part of the All-Star team for Aspire, Under-16 Finals MVP, Under-16 Sure Shot National Cup MVP. Her experience playing for GB and England as she knocks both free throws down. That takes her to 11 points. Rockets looking to answer here. Saidaga round to Turner. Turner's 3's up. That's good. That looked like it hung in the air before it dropped in. 5:28 to go in the third. Idowu off the glass. Harrison hands it out to Brownell. Wallace to Turner. Nice pass from Turner into Saidaga. Can't get anything to go from that one. And Turner has to put it up at the buzzer, and it's too strong. And Irene Obodo with her 10th rebound of the game. That gives her a double-double of 11 points, 10 rebounds, along with her 5 assists. As a foul is called. And success, Odin Wingy, Hannah Alty, and Karina Costa into the game. There's Ellie Costa, Irene Obodo, and Remy Idowu head to the bench. And reaching fouls called there. That's on Odin Wingy, that's a second. So end line, Rockets ball. As it's knocked out. Birmingham having outscored Manchester 12-11 this quarter. Oh, apologies. Manchester outscoring Birmingham 13-12, but 12 points for the Rockets in this quarter matches their total in the first. And they've come out looking a lot stronger here in the second half. As Costa passes into Khalil, swings the ball around. Odin Wingy's pass is just going to go out of bounds, so it's back with the Rockets. And the Mystics picking up full court here, putting the pressure on. Grace Brownell gets it over the line. Goes all the way, too strong. Harrison there fighting inside against Alty. Gets it into the hands of Khalil. As Furtado powers down the court, draws the contact, and will go to the free throw line. So Nat Furtado headed to the line. And Priscilla Okra back into the game for Millie Harrison. For the Rockets, Millie Harrison have been working really hard throughout the whole game. 4 points for her along with 5 rebounds. But as I mentioned before, so many tipped rebounds working underneath the basket and off the ball. So many things that you don't see reflected in the stat sheet for Millie Harrison. As Furtado's shot doesn't go, but Alty gets the offensive board and she's swarmed by Rockets players. And that is going to be a jump ball call. So back to Birmingham. And ball's knocked out, still a Birmingham ball. Brownell gets it into Pierpoint. Down to Wallace. Brownell, Odin Wingy sticking to Brownell like glue. Pierpoint. That is going to be a foul on the floor. That will be on Khalil. So end line ball for the Rockets. Fresh 14. Brownell working against Furtado. Hook shot doesn't go. Ball's out. Mystics get it back. That foul was just a second on Rahana Khalil. Both teams on 4 team fouls. We've got 3:30 left to play here in the third quarter. As Furtado gets it round to Odin Wingy. Furtado finds space, tries to hand it off, but it's picked out by Brownell. Pierpoint's pass again at the other end, stolen away by Hannah Alty. Gets it over to Costa. Passes to Odin Wingy underneath the basket. And one! Count that, and the foul. Success. Odin Wingy heading to the free throw line for a chance at a 3-point play. And whilst the Rockets have come out firing here in the third quarter, the Mystics have done a great job of matching them step by step, blow for blow. success. Odin Wingy is at the line as we see Katarina Seixas back into the game for the Rockets. Odin Wingy's shot is good. And everyone a bit confused there because it was just one shot, but everyone was thinking she was going to take a second one. Odin Wingy again, another player on the under-18 squad. You can see her at the National Basketball Performance Centre on Saturday the 20th of January in the Sure Shot National Cup as the Mystics take on Kohler. And Sarah Mulgrave just steps her way through to the basket. Gives her 4 points along with her 5 rebounds. And what a jump there from Seixas to cause the block. Gets the ball back. Short jumper. And that is good. And that is well deserved from Seixas. Causes the block. Forces the turnover. And gets rewarded at the other end with 2 points. Also, she's very bouncy for one of the smaller players on the court. So great job for her getting in the way. And Priscilla Okra steals it. No, she doesn't, just can't keep it alive. But again, Birmingham really turning up the pressure defensively here. And it's been working for them well in the third quarter. So 58-36 lead for the Mystics. We've got 2:15 to play in the third. Ellie Costa leading all scorers with 15 points, knocking down 3 threes, and a couple of rebounds to go along with it. Irina Boado with a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds and 5 assists. And Rahana Khalil with 10 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists for the Mystics. And it's Priscilla Okra that does steal it away this time and draws. Checking, is that an offensive foul? No, that was a foul on Hannah Alty. Looked like we were stopping for a second there, but it will be Priscilla Okra to the line. And Daisy Bryan checking in for the Mystics. Priscilla Okra shooting 50% from the line so far this season. First one rolls out. As I mentioned before, a really exciting young player to watch. Made a real impact in that Division 2 final last season in just a short amount of time. As a free throw doesn't go. Ball's chased down, it's going to stay with the Rockets. Seixas looking to get it inside, does to Okra. Okra finding space, doesn't get that to fall, but just again doing a great job, getting a good look as Odin Wingy gets it over to Bryan, gets it back and puts it in off the glass. Odin Wingy to 9 points as Seixas spins, gets it out to Wallace. Wallace driving. Shot doesn't go. Who's there for the rebound? Taps it out. It's Priscilla Okra. But it's the Mystics that come up with it. Costa driving inside. Floater doesn't go. And Pierpoint round to Okra. Working against Alty. Triple teamed. Okra finds a way inside and draws the foul. Unlucky for that one not to drop. Oh, apologies. I think that was a travel called on Okra inside. So it's Mystics ball. 1:10 to play here in the third. Costa round to Bryan. Costa passes out, and that'll be back with Birmingham. Just under a minute to go in the third. Turner. Daisy Bryan steals it away. Coach Rob Fairley's telling his team to hurry up as Odin Wingy catches that in the air. Travel's called. And it is back with Birmingham with 4 seconds here in the third quarter. Seixas over to Turner. Into Okra. Okra is doubled as soon as she gets the ball, and Alty jumps in. And it is a jump ball call. So the Mystics will get it back with 25.6 seconds on the clock. Costa over to Daisy Bryan. Into Alty. Back out, Turner trying to beat Costa to the ball. She does. And success, Odin Wingy out of nowhere saves that ball, gets it out of bounds and stops the fast break, forcing Birmingham to set up. They have 7.4. Seixas steps back for 3 and it's good. It's a huge 3 for the Rockets as time expires here in the third quarter. At the end of the third, it is Manchester Mystics 60, the City of Birmingham Rockets 39. And a strong third quarter there from Birmingham. Coming out of half time, really putting the pressure on defensively. Just unfortunately weren't able to counter the Mystics scoring. But a really strong start there to the third as well from Seixas and Pashaj and Harrison getting involved. And it is Katerina Seixas leading the scorers for the Birmingham Rockets with 10 points and 4 assists. A couple of steals as well for her. And Michelle Turner 6 points, knocking down 2 threes and has 2 assists. But for the Manchester Mystics, it is Ellie Costa on 15 points. She leads all scorers, has 2 rebounds and an assist. Irina Bodo with a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists and a steal. And Rahana Khalil, 10 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists, along with 3 steals. And success, Odin Wingy off the bench, 9 points for her. So the Mystics really spreading the scoring around. So going into this fourth quarter, Manchester with a healthy lead here, but if you're Birmingham, as I mentioned before, you've just got to take this possession by possession. There's a lot to be learned in games like this, and there's a lot to be learned throughout the season. It's a long season, and the experience of playing it in Division 1, playing against the teams in the league, everything is a learning experience. All the chances you get in games, chance to try out some plays, try out some rotations for Coach Emery. As we head into the second half of the season. So back on court, it's going to be Rockets ball to start things off. Turner, nice handoff to Harrison. And it's stolen away by Costa. Over to Bryan. Odin Wingy to Khalil. Mystics have used the clock well in this game as Khalil steps through to basket. She's blocked by Harrison. So it will be a Mystics ball from the end line with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Khalil will inbound. It's into Daisy Bryan underneath the basket, who just puts it in. A long pass over to Mulgrave, all the way to the basket, unopposed. That takes her to 6, along with her 5 rebounds. Costa over to Daisy Bryan. And that will just be a step out of bounds for the Mystics. So Birmingham ball, Mystics picking up full court, putting the defensive pressure on. Bouchard over to Turner. Bouchard was huge in that third quarter. There's Costa. Looks to hand it over to Odin Wingy. Costa. Shots up, doesn't go. Bouchard draws the foul down the end of the court. And I think that will be on Khalil. Yeah, that's on Khalil. That is her first team foul for the Mystics this quarter. 8:36 to play. Ball's out. And Birmingham get another chance to set up here. Mulgrave inside, gets blocked. And again, another chance here for Birmingham. Mystics just been disruptive on defence. Side daggers 3 doesn't go. Idou's there for the rebound. Odin Wingate, she's so fast, chases the ball down, saves it in. And that's a lot of times I've seen it do that, and it's you can't save it, you can't go that fast, but success. Odin Wingate is so quick. Sarah Mulgrave at the other end. Gonna have to slow things down, wait for a team to catch up. Passes over to Side Dagger, it's picked off by Success. Odin Wingy drives all the way to the basket and lays it in. And that's a problem, she's so quick, she reads those passing lanes so well. She's such a problem on defense. As Turner finds some space, as it's stolen away by Khalil. And Odin Wingy driving again to the basket. That one doesn't fall. Turner to Harrison. Harrison passes out. The miscommunication there, as we will have a timeout. The teams will talk things over with 7:29 to play here in the fourth quarter. Manchester with a 64-41 lead over the City of Birmingham Rockets. As I mentioned earlier, the teams have faced each other twice so far this season, once in the Cup and once in the league. The Mystics taking the win in the league and the Rockets taking the win in the Cup. And two teams that have had a lot of battles previously in Division 2 last season. Come up against each other, teams that know each other pretty well despite the turnover. And the Mystics doing a really good job scoring here in today's game. 64 points. They are averaging 54.6 for the season. And we've still got 7:29 to play. Birmingham averaging 58, so just slightly under their average at the moment. And that has been the Mystics' defense that's been causing that kind of problem. As we're back on court. It's Khalil into Costa. Khalil, shot's no good, and it looked like Pierpoint got a hand on that one as she gets the rebound. So over to Seychelles, who's fouled on the dribble. Pierpoint. Nice pass inside to Okra, who finishes underneath. Costa over to Bryant. Odunwingie looking to get inside, but she can't get past Wallace. And Idowu hands it off to Khalil for the short jumper. That doesn't fall. Satius works against Costa. Pierpoint round to Wallace. Brownell's three is too strong. Ball's out, but it is going to stay with the Rockets. We've got a timeout called. 6:23 to play here in the fourth quarter. The Mystics' highest scoring game so far this season has been at 73 points against the Bristol Academy Flyers back in October, on 64 at the moment. Let's see if they can eclipse that one in this game with 6:23 still to play. So leading the way for all scorers is Ellie Costa, 15 points, 2 rebounds and an assist for her, and 11 points each for Success Odunwingie and Irene Abodo. Irene Abodo also with those 10 rebounds and 5 assists. And Rahana Khalil, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists for her. And for the Rockets, it is Katerina Satius with 13 points, 4 assists and 2 steals, along with a rebound. And then Priscilla Okra has 7 points, 6 rebounds. And 5 of those rebounds for Okra are offensive, and that is what she does on the court. Gets those second chance points, gets those offensive rebounds, gives the team another chance at offense. It's so crucial, so important. She does such a good job of it, as Wallace drives to the basket with the short jumper. No good, gets her own rebound though. As Brownell drives to the basket, hands it off to Okra, working against Idowu with 3 seconds to go. Birmingham need to get something up here as Wallace puts it up at the buzzer. And that is a shot clock violation. You see Irene Abodo checking back into the game, along with Ellie Costa in for Success Odunwingie and Karina Costa. Abodo to Costa. Into Idowu, working against Okra. And that's going to be a foul called inside. That's on Okra. This will be Mystics ball from the end line. Abodo turns and fires the long two. It's good! Takes the Mystics to 66. Okra out to Pierpoint. Pierpoint up against Idowu. Idowu just making a presence known there inside. Bryant against Pierpoint, driving to the hoop, lays it in. To get loud in here for the Mystics. We've got drums in the crowd as Pierpoint, apologies, as Brownell draws the foul on that shot, so she's going to go to the free throw line. Grace Brownell playing in her first season for the City of Birmingham Rockets. Previously played 5 seasons with the Worcester Wolves in Division 1 and 2. Also played for the Derbyshire Gems and the Sheffield Hatters, playing Hatters under 14s. Coming up through the Hatters programme, she's from Sheffield. And her brothers George and Eddie both playing for the Sharks in the BBL, so a real basketball family. she gets the roll on the second one. Takes the Rockets to 44. Naya round to Aboado. Gets it back to Naya. Nice spin move. Can't get that to fall, but Harrison's there for the rebound for the Rockets. Brownell to Pierpoint. Three doesn't go for Seychelles. And it's Hannah Alty that picks it up for the Mystics. It's under 4.5 minutes to go. Costa driving inside, steps through. That's too strong. Harrison again in the right place underneath the basket. And she's fouled on that one. I think Hannah Alty was trying to go for a jump ball, but foul is called. It'll be sideline ball for the Rockets. And that is the 4th foul on Alty. Harrison to Pierpoint, back to Harrison, swinging it round. Brownell for 3. That rolls out, and Ibodo with the rebound. Ibodo passes over to Costa, just a bit too strong. And it's Rockets ball with 4 minutes to play. Seychelles out to Wallace, thought about the 3, drives baseline. Brownell out to Seychelles, her 3's up and it is good. Takes us to 16 points, leading all scorers. And that quieted this Manchester crowd. Alty to Naya. Bryan out to Aboado. 3 doesn't go. And it's Rockets ball. As Grace Tuck is back into the game for Manchester. Holly Bryan to the bench. Brownell working against Tuck. Shot doesn't go. Naya tries to chase down the rebound, but he's going to stay with the Rockets. And then Keith Bashaj comes in. Katerina Seychelles is going to head to the bench for Birmingham. Brownell looking to get it in. Mulgrave's there, thought about the 3, drives against Alty. Scoop layup doesn't go. Harrison can't quite keep her hand on that one, but you see her length there. She just reaches into the sky, pulls down the rebound. Couldn't keep control of it though, but really good hustle from her throughout today's game. Tuck to Alty in the corner. Aboado calling for it underneath the basket, lays it in. She's got 15. Mulgrave at the other end. Doesn't get it to go, gets her own rebound, turns, and then does put it back in. And that's 8 points for Mulgrave. Costa's 3 is up and nothing but net. That was a tough shot in the corner, hand in her face. Still gets it to fall, and the Mystics match their highest points total of the season with 73 with 2 minutes 9 to go in the 4th quarter. Tuck. Costa in the corner. It's stolen away by Pashaj. And a bit of a late whistle on that one. I think that will be called on Aboado. It's the hand caught as she jumped in the air. Yeah, that's on Aboado. That's her 3rd. So that is going to send Birmingham to the line. Shot doesn't go. And gets the roll on the second. Oh, apologies. I think that was that unsportsmanlike because on Obozo. And Rockets get the ball back. Mulgrave passes into Harrison. It's stolen away by Alty. Gets it to Obozo. And Alty gets it back. Pichage working so hard. Comes up with the steal on that possession. Hands it off to Harrison underneath the basket. Alty with another rebound for the Mystics. That's Costa in the corner. That three doesn't go, but Obodo's there for the rebound, puts it back in. Isha Naya tries to save it for the Mystics. But it's Birmingham ball on the end line. One centre play here in the fourth. Side dagger to Harrison. Harrison with the short floater. That's good. That pass is intercepted. Side dagger will just step out of bounds. And it will be Mystics ball with just over a minute to play. And a really much improved second half here for the Rockets. Came out really strong to start things off in the third. Just not quite able to match the scoring prowess of the Mystics as Costa puts up a shot and it bounces about everywhere and drops in. And it's stolen away by Grace Tuck as Naya swings it round to Costa. Costa back to Naya and it's out. It's going to go back with the Rockets. Grace took a good job stealing the ball away, just not able to finish underneath the basket. And with 40.7 seconds to go, it's Rockets ball and the Mystics playing full court, putting the pressure on defensively. Charge to Harrison. That's no good. Naya dives in for the rebound and keeps it alive. Pichage steals it back for the Rockets. 10 seconds to go. Long pass over to Pierpoint. It's going to go out of bounds. And that is going to be 8.3 seconds left in the game. And the Mystics could just dribble it out here. And that will do it to end the fourth quarter. A huge win for the Manchester Mystics. 77-52 over the City of Birmingham Rockets. And takes them to 6-6 in Division 1. They were led by a huge game from Ellie Costa. 20 points for her, hitting 4 threes with 2 rebounds and an assist. Irene Obodo with 17 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double for her and 5 assists. And Rahana Khalil, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. And Remi Idowu, 8 points and 3 rebounds. And then Success Onumwingi off the bench with 11 points. A real team effort. And for the City of Birmingham Rockets, it was Katerina Seixas leading the way, 16 points, 4 assists. And Sarah Mulgrave, 8 points for her, 6 rebounds. And Priscilla Okra off the bench, 7 points, 6 rebounds for her. So the Manchester Mystics will next be back at home on Sunday the 28th of January at 5:30 against the Solent Kestrels. Make sure to get down if you can. And they'll be away next Saturday to Bristol. Birmingham will be hosting the Bren Bulls next Saturday as well. So thank you very much for joining us. The final score from Manchester: the Mystics 77, Rockets 52.